out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back, say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now, we all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't play. Out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back, say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now, we all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. Out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a special good evening to all those who are locked on all over the world, who are locked on their cell phones. Here now, the amount of people looked at Crime Watch yesterday. I'm not saying that it's no different to any other day, but when we went live yesterday, and you know why I've kind of hold back on times going live, because a lot of people come and steal the story. They come down there once we go live, they wait until, you know, the live video is ended and they take the shots and whatnot. I find it to be really unfair and, you know, unscrupulous. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, all those who are in London, all those who are in Miami, all those who are in New York. A special good evening to you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little twist before we go further. You know, Rowdy and them still have these people and them in the I know people might get vexed, yeah? You might get upset today. But that upset me more because, you know, the people them still in the community center? You know the people and them still in the community center? Oh my God. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I saw a video. Before I start this program, I want to deal with something. You see, crimes, and as I said, you see people who interfere with children, who sexually assault children, who beat children, like beat them and drag them in the mall and beat children in the road. And ladies and gentlemen, that is total madness. I am not going to stand idly by. And just to let children who are locked on right now, a lot of kids support Crime Watch. They love I.A.N, they love I.A.N, they love the show. They get excited. Just to let them know that we are here to make sure that they are not taken advantage of. Because there are a lot of people who do evil things to children. You know, ladies and gentlemen, someone sent me a video on Friday. It came out from Penco Avenue. Penco lands up there, Londonville. The video came from Londonville. Of a man walking on the street. And they say he's somebody active in the church, eh? This is what I heard. I can't confirm that. But the grandfather of the child that I spoke to today, the child is 9, 10, somewhere around there. 8 years old. He threw the child into a drain while he was walking. He walking up the road, he see the child coming, he take up the child, pell the child in the drain, and continue to walk. So when I saw the video, I contacted the relatives. And I asked the relatives, did you all make a report to Chaguanas police station? They did. So far, nothing has happened. But I will tell you something. There are people out there who are watching this show right now. Had that been your child, no, here now, what you would have done? You think you coming by I.A.N? You coming on I.A.N show? No, people would have taken the law into their own hands. And you can't vex with a parent, you can't vex with a relative when they see a video like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I was supposed to pick it up yesterday, but nevertheless, because of all the bacchanal and the mayhem in Port of Spain and whatnot, well, yesterday was Christmas, today is Boxing Day. It's different today. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this video and tell me what you would have done. Look at the video. Go ahead. Open up the line 671-4062. Tell me what you would have done. What this man walking here? Walking up the road, normal. There's a man active in the church out here. Watch here. Watch the child, watch. Watch. He pick up the child, watch. Watch. Open up the lines, watch. And walk normal. Push the child down, you know. Tell me what you would have done. And imagine, nothing was done. And the child sustained injuries to the head, you know. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. I want to take it a little different today. Hi, good evening. 671-4062. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, take the audio down on your set. Remember, those of you who wish to advertise, contact us on 290-4426. Before we go with that video, we're not going with that video as yet. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. We don't want to go with the interview as yet. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. What you would have done if this was your child? Tell me what you would have done. Tell me. Watch. Watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Take the audio down on your set. Take the audio down on your set, please. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Right, this is I.A.N show, right?
Yes, it is.
Right, I'm trying to get in contact with him for the longest while for him to check out something very important to me. Please, I need to speak with him very
This is I.A.N.
I'm
we
not
are
able
live.
to
You'll have to
to
take
him.
the audio. Next caller, please. If you all can't listen to take the audio down on your set, we'll have to take your calls out. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Just focus on what's going on here. I'm just looking at this video took place in Central. This man throwing a child down. If it was a place like America or whatnot, what would have happened? I heard his name is Peter. Peter, that's I heard his name is Peter. What about if that child's neck was broken? Just watch. It might be trivial to some of you, but that is madness. He snatched the ball and pelted the boy in a drain, you know. Normal, you know. I don't know if he was laughing. I don't know what. Watch. The boy passing, watch. And look back and continue to walk. Watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good evening, I.A.N.
Yeah, go ahead.
This gentleman have to be a madman.
But
I don't think somebody in their right senses will just throw a child in that drain there.
Watch.
He have to be mad.
That psycho man thing, boy. Look at this now. I will show you the drain just now. There's a sewer line. That drain is about 3-4 feet long. Big, deep, sorry. I just want to know what you as parents, what you would have done. And knowing he living in the village right there, he walking up and down the road, and nothing come out of it. I need to call Senior Superintendent Smith, you know. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. I.A.N.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If that was my child, I would have found that man and beat him. I'm telling you the honest to God truth.
Look at this
What
thing, my boy.
What you doing that little child that for?
Look at this thing. People doing children, all kind of thing. People beating children. They're making children lean on greater. They're abusing children. Look at this. And the man know in normal way, you know. He named Peter or something like that. Right in Londonville, Penco Lands. Watch. Nobody again. Away with this, watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yeah, but I.A.N, boy. That is Irish madness, boy. If that was my child,
yeah, that's
his name is Peter.
Yeah.
Boy, he will be deceased, Peter, yes? I telling you.
No, you're right.
I'm madness, boy.
Look how you tell the boy child in the drain. Watch.
You see how big that drain is, boy?
But that drain deep, boy. The drain has slush, sewer, all kind of thing, man.
That's crazy, man, boy.
And you know, the child got medical attention, I believe. And nothing came out of it. Not a showing you.
I'm madness, boy. I'm madness.
Nah, he had to face a jail. I don't care who. And let me tell you something. I hear not talk. I hear not talk. I hear not talk. I hear not talk. I just hear not talk. Come back to me. I hear not talk. Somebody mentioned to me, I know his daughter. Before I went down there, say, I know his daughter. Now, I don't know if that is her father, yeah? I do not know, but I believe the girl who they said, I know, that's her father. But I don't know, but I know this girl from the media. The media, you know, community. But that doesn't say anything. I have no reason to call her. Why go and call her for? To ask her why her father did that? To let the parent of that child know, well, I know the girl's father. That's why I tell you, I don't care who I know, you know. That is madness. Look at this video. But you see, to rile up them, go ahead with the video. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good day. All now, so Peter would have never reached with that Peter living.
No, that madness, man. Peter passing the road every day. Peter passing the road every day. But I'm mad scene, boy. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. You know, I want people, listen, man, that is why children out there, anybody do all anything, let me know. I want children to let me know. Not as you don't run the interview, I'm trying to get, come back to me. Hold on, come back to me. Hold on a second with the caller. Let me find out something. I just did it today, so my head a little hot. Oh, you on the phone? Penco Lands, Penco Avenue. Penco Avenue. That is the place. Penco Avenue. Go ahead. Continue with the video. No, I want people to see. Continue playing that video over and over. Had that been your child, what you would have done? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good afternoon, Mr. I.A.N.
Hi,
if
good
that
evening.
was my child, his Rodney King was sure.
Madness, boy. Nah, man, I answer the phone. Penco Lands. Look at this now, man. Craziness, boy. Craziness, ladies and gentlemen. Craziness in this place. Look, the boy walking. Good. You slick up the child, watch. Take that. Pelt you in a drain. And the boy was going around him on his left, watch. Watch here, watch this. And you are telling me nothing come out of this? Watch. Take that. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
The father, that was my son. But that man, 2 hands, he coming out clean out because he ain't walking to my son. He 2 hands coming out clean out.
And here coming by I.A.N. But I madness, boy. The boy bust up here, that kind of thing. Where is the children authority? And then the bigger picture, you know, where is the children authority? Sometimes children go to hospitals with injury. And you need to find out, you need to ask these children how they sustain that injury. Hospitals in America and Canada and outside in the world here, if a child go with a particular injury, they call in the police, you know? They call in social welfare, they call in everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break. I'm going to take a fast break. But when I come back, I will show you the drain. Because you know why? That video, I tell us all weekend, I'm just watching it here. I'm just watching the video. And I'm behind it. Had that been your child, but that's the children out there. Nobody can play the riling all up now. Let's take a break.
Come on on down to ARIMA Variety Store this Easter. Get 25 to 50% off everything. Located at corner Derrick Road and Chase Village, Chaguanas. Telephone 671-3001.
Where can you find that perfect ambience, delicious food reasonably priced, friendly staff, great service and secured parking? Located at LP 62 Rodney Road and Dever Road, Lange Park, Chaguanas, the Rise Grill and Bar Restaurant. Come visit us today and see for yourself. Enjoy any one of our signature dishes or sizzling seafoods. We have from starters to desserts, and we also cater daily lunch specials from $40 and up. Our bar is well stocked with premium drinks, wines, champagne, cognac, vodka and cocktails. Special on beers, 3-star, Carib or Pilsner for $20, 3 Heineken for $30. So visit us today.
Tower Farm Guest House, newest location at Shivan Drive, Sandy Grande. Enter unnoticed with that special someone. Secure parking and fully air-conditioned rooms. Open 24 hours for your convenience. Visit us today or call 299-3268.
Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4 SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit, etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkpo. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
If you are looking for something special at the supermarket, well, you don't have to worry. Check out Super Qualities Supermarket, where there's always something special in your trolley. 3 massive branches. Number 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity. Number 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas. And Couva Main Road, next to Republic Bank.
For all your air conditioning needs, check out Neil Cool today. We carry brands like Lennox, Daikin, Comfy, Amana and Delta air conditioners. Lennox 2500, Comfy 2250 installed. Daikin is back in stock, 12,000 BTUs for 2800. So call us today, 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services, quality brands, professional services.
Namalco Construction Services Limited is one of the largest constructions company in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been in operation since 1998, serving both the public and private sectors with the largest fleet of modern equipment to undertake projects of any capacity. Our services include civil engineering work, road paving and repairs, land development and infrastructure work, rental of heavy and small equipment, transportation services and lots more. Call 651-0074 or 651-0080.
Get the right deal right now at Racetrack Wheels, the biggest wheels and tire distributor in the country. Yes, nobody gives you the right deal at the right price other than Racetrack Wheels. 2 massive locations, number 331 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, and number 82 Bucco Road, Mount Pleasant, Tobago. So hurry and shop now or call us at 642-1539. Racetrack Wheels.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, you need to get back that video concerning Matai, Ryan Singh, that picture. Get back that picture. I know Matai just sent me a clip. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, there's so many people that look at Crime Watch online. Look at Crime Watch on their jobs. Well, not really on their job, well, you know, they have their phone sometimes and they have it on the desk and whatnot. In fact, it was just brought to my attention that a guy, he's on the subway in New York. Like you're taking the R train, you're going Queens Plaza, you're taking the E train, you're going down, you're taking the Express, or you're going down to Far Rockaway, wherever, Astoria, Queens, wherever you're going to. And he just sent me this photo, so I need to say a special. Remember, if you are looking at us on a telephone, you can send me a photo and we're going to say hi to you. Just 2 seconds. Go ahead. All right, we just want to say hi to this guy. He's looking at Crime Watch. If we can just remove the CG bar. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he's looking at Crime Watch on the train. All right, so, and he's looking at it live on his phone. Huh? Just imagine that. So, especially, he must be shocked what his friends going to call him now, because he mentioned to us that, you know, there are thousands of people, hundreds of thousands abroad look at Crime Watch. It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. So we want to say a special good evening. Remember, if you are looking at us on your phone, send us a picture just like that, and we're going to make sure and say a special hello to you. Remember, all the iPhones, you can just download it from your Apple store. Just go to your Apple store, type in I.A.N. Allen app, and you can look at Crime Watch on your phone. Also, Samsung phone, any Android phone, go to your Google Play and download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, so with respect to the boy, those of you who have just joined us, just to let you all know, the murder toll is 91, yeah? 91. 91. Last year, the same time was 79, but it is 91 now. Those of you who have just joined us, I was just showing a video of a man throwing a child into a drain. Go ahead. So we're going to go straight to the interview after we show this clip. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. In Penco Avenue, I saw a very disturbing video of a 9-year-old being thrown into a drain. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the drain here. If my cameraman can come inside on the side here and get a shot of this drain. This is the drain right across here. Right across here. I have the grandfather or 9-year-old. This is the 9-year-old. Alright, I realize he sustained some injuries to the head and whatnot. Right across here. This took place last Friday. Tell me exactly what happened.
The grandmother sent him for a coconut out the road. He coming out here walking, the guy coming so. Yeah. He passed the guy already, the guy just wrapped him up. He touched him and he dashed him inside.
Where this guy lives?
He lives inside Pinto.
Alright, was this matter reported?
3 times.
3 times
to the station.
Who's the investigating officer?
I don't know him. My daughter went with him in the station.
So since Friday, you've seen the guy who did this?
Yeah, he passed.
But he's a churchman, the same guy who's a churchman.
He's a churchman, all of them go to the same church, Catholic church.
Catholic church, terrible audio, terrible.
He's a big head in the Catholic church.
A big head in the Catholic church. Alright? Are you ready? Good afternoon. I said the young boy in the drain there. Yeah, you alright? Right? So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the video and imagine nothing was done. The guy is, what's the guy name? If you have any information, because, I mean, it's craziness. Because the guy was walking, I am watching a video with the whole area here. The guy is walking down. So he just told the child, bam, and that's it. And he never stopped. He never stopped when he walked. He just walked. This is the body of Bruce. He's going to break his neck or something, I think. Look at this. So let's come back here. Look at this drain. Imagine you put a 9-year-old in a drain like this. The 9-year-old did nothing to you. Nothing. I don't want to interview the 9-year-old, but I'm just showing you. And imagine nothing was done. This is I.A.N. Allen in Penco Avenue. Just bring it to your attention. Thank you. Wow, unbelievable, yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, also, just today, remember the murder toll is 91, and I really hope the police pay special attention because I took much of my program this afternoon to kind of focus on that because I think that is craziness, total craziness. Ladies and gentlemen, a Pinto man was gunned down near a parlor. 31-year-old Kevin Ball, a guy, Kevin Baldhead, they call him Kevin Baldhead. Guy, that's his nickname, Baldhead, was killed at Pinto Road in ARIMA last night, around 8:15. Guy of Valley View Road, Pinto Road, was standing near his shop at Pinto Road when a vehicle pulled alongside him. One of the occupants of the vehicle opened fire and shot Guy several times. Residents contacted police who took him to the ARIMA District Medical Hospital where he died while being treated. Investigation on the way into the fatal shooting of Christmas in Port Spain that sparked fiery protests. All right, just to let you know, so I'm not going to go with that as yet. You know, ladies and gentlemen, with respect to the community center, if you could just take me back inside to the community center where these people live in since Diwali Day. I'm trying to make connection with someone, one of the fire victims to find out what's going on. So I'm showing you inside of the community center. Go ahead. So since Friday, you've seen the guy. Take the audio down. He's a churchman. The phone. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, tell me. I'm just showing a clip inside of the community center where these people are living there. In fact,
Yes.
it was brought to my attention. You also have one of the persons living there. Am I right?
Yes.
Did you tell me up to now? Did government come and visit you all?
Nobody hasn't come to see nothing what's going on. No one. I have been visiting AGC almost every 2 weeks and just keep on getting same, different answers, everything. They just keep on telling me nothing ain't ready yet, and to come back.
After we highlighted it last night, did you all go to AGC today?
Well, we were supposed to go back today to drop a letter, the letter was stating last week when I went, they said I thought they couldn't give me any information because of my mother. I need an authorization stating that I need her, a parent stating that I could do her whatever answers I get from agency. I need to get authorization from her. So when I went to the now, they're telling me now that they don't need the letter again.
How long, hold on, miss, hold on. How long you have been there in that community center?
We have been there since Diwali night, the 18th of October.
The 18th of October. So you have spent Christmas there. We
spent Christmas there. We spent everything there.
How many people?
All years.
That is 4 months. How many people live in that community center?
It's 5 families there. 5.
5 families.
Including 5.
5 families. That's how many people in the community center?
Well, I can't say offhand right now. But what you see that day, it have other families was supposed to be there, like they went and see about the business and stuff, so they're not there at that moment when you was there yesterday. But my family is there, which is them on top of the stage. Them is my family.
So no MP, nobody has visited you all?
Nobody has been visiting, no one.
Who's your MP, Marlene McDonald?
Well, yes, Marlene McDonald, but I heard that she's not in power, she's not there anymore.
Wow. But you see, again, if you fired a minister, Rowley fired Marlene McDonald, he should have made sure that the constituents, that Marlene constituents and their issues be addressed.
Hello?
Yes, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Well, let me tell you something. I am going to give this government up to Friday.
It is overbearing, Mr. Allen. It's overbearing. My grandmother cannot see. She has been sitting here since October the 18th.
Oh, that is the lady. You all hold a second. If you all can get to the part where the woman was sitting out on the chair when we are about to leave.
That is my grandmother. She can't see.
She's about 90-something years old.
She's 91 years old.
And she's been waiting for AGC house.
She has been waiting.
These people lost their homes by fire. And they have been waiting since Diwali night. And nobody cares. Nobody cares.
And
this is your grandmother here, I'm showing you. Go ahead.
Running around. I have been leaving my work to go to agency to find out what's going on. And they just keep on giving me different answers right through. Up to this day I went.
This is your grandmother on the chair here. This is your grandmother on the chair here.
Yes, that is my grandmother on the chair outside. And my mother is the short lady inside.
Thanks again. Thank you. I'll call you later. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, just imagine this, yeah? I am going to show this video again, and I know some of you might get vexed with me, but I have to show it. You know why? As you enter, you have a visually impaired 90-something-year-old woman. She can't see anything. When you enter the community center, there is a woman who is disabled on her bed. So nobody cares about the disabled because you have one visually impaired and you have one crippled on her bed. Bedridden, sorry. And you have these people, there's 5 families in our community center. That is why I said, Christmas was yesterday, and today is Boxing. I need to tell you what's really going on in the community center. Let's take a break.
We have a truck on the road.
have one big bad stick truck on the road. Hey! You better link me for a truck on the road. On the road. On the road. On the road.
It's your journey, our passion at Brandtech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
Sale now on. See our new arrival of curtains and upholstery and kitchen curtains, curtain comforters and sheet sets. A modern store with lots of safe and elegant draperies. Next to Palky's Restaurant on 5287. PNV Marketing Company Limited is the premier provider of new and high-quality roll-on, roll-off vehicles. We carry a wide range of new and roll-off hybrid and non-hybrid vehicles. We service all the vehicles we sell. Our staff is fully certified and we guarantee 100% customer satisfaction. We have hundreds of vehicles in stock and financing is available. Visit us today.
Screwtech Limited, STL, as the name suggests, are wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts and other fastener products for all your industrial and commercial use. We are located at number 792 Papuri Road, Lower Barkpore. We have also created our own branded STL products with over 10,000 individual items of varying grades and sizes, so you can ask for it by name at all leading hardwares across Trinidad and Tobago. You can contact us at 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtech Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
The presence of heart disease in Trinidad and Tobago is double that of North America. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of atherosclerosis, the process that leads to cholesterol-clogged arteries. You can now lower high triglyceride levels with Omega XL and reduce the dangerous inflammation that causes these problems. So to ensure a healthy heart and reduce your risk of disease, get your Omega XL today. Live long, stay strong with Omega XL.
R&J Celtech is having a massive sale. Prices drastically reduced. Phones as low as $100 for all types of phones and accessories. Great deals on iPhones and Samsung. So check us out at any one of our branches today. Located at 98 High Street, San Fernando, 273-2355 and Upper Level Gulf City Shopping Mall, 653-2355.
Come into ARIMA Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. ARIMA Hardware is having special on French style steel window, 4x4 575, 4x6 775 at all locations. So check us out today only at ARIMA Hardware.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I want to say a special good evening to Horace Mukram. Horace Mukram, an avid viewer from Freeport. All right, we want to say a special good evening to your daughter. Just called me and she said, make sure I say a special good evening to her dad. He's locked on. You know, ladies and gentlemen, very interesting. Maybe you're not aware of this, but a Jamaican security officer body was found in CARENAGE after falling off a vessel last week. They said he fell off the vessel. Very interesting, yeah? They said he fell off the vessel. This is a young man who worked on this vessel for months. For months. The body of a Jamaican national, Anthony Darlington. All right, we have a photo of him. Right? Anthony Darlington was found at DHEIN'S Bay in CARENAGE yesterday afternoon after he reportedly fell off a vessel anchored near CARRERA Island Prison while on duty. Darlington's body was washed ashore yesterday afternoon. He was discovered missing on Friday night while on board a vessel. His company, All-Pro, he works for All-Pro, Security Services in St. Joseph, was contacted to provide security for out at sea. Now, he worked on a vessel. He was a security guard on the vessel. Coast Guard were contacted on Friday night after one side of Darlington's slippers and 2 cell phones were seen on the deck of the boat, but he could not be found. 1 month ago, Darlington, who is originally from Ocho Rios in the parish of St. Anne's on the north coast of Jamaica, sent a video which he filmed on board of the same boat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, come back to me. something is not right on that boat. Ladies and gentlemen, I did my little investigation and I realized, I will show you some WhatsApp shots where he was complaining to his girlfriend about a Spanish man. Go ahead, let me see, that's the shots of the WhatsApp. Right, the Spanish like to accuse me and things I don't do. You dad collect them gears or what time? So he started to complain. I have shots of the WhatsApp and whatnot. Right? I think there's another message that he sent. Charlene, that's the same one. Is the next man do eno him down and me, so I pick up bottle to F him up with it. So, well, when you get banned now the person was saying when you get banned from the country, you stay there. So, ladies and gentlemen, run in his room so the next man come tell him it was him and not me. So there was clearly, ladies and gentlemen, some kind of friction on the vessel. There was some kind of friction with the Spanish man and another man because, ladies and gentlemen, the Coast Guard found his slippers and his cell phone. This is a guy who'd been working on a vessel. He was so happy because somebody said he worked there, he worked day, he worked night, he never came off the vessel because he was just working to save his money to take back to Jamaica. Because they can't understand, but he sent messages to family members complaining about a Spanish. So homicide, what you need to do is to go back to the vessel, lock down the scene and find out, because if I can have that information to furnish the viewers with, it's a clear indication that I am doing my homework. Because, ladies and gentlemen, while he was on the vessel, he complained to people about how they're riling him up, how they're taking advantage of him, how they're doing this, they're doing that. Because he was happy on the vessel, you know. He was happy because he made a video and he sent it back to Jamaica. Look at me here. He made a video and he sent it back to Jamaica. Look at there. You know, it's so, you know, I had to laugh because it's like, you know, you're seeing him, you're like, whoever he's sending the video to his girlfriend or somebody, and you can see, like, you know, he just into it. But, you know, it's sad. He drunk. But he complaining in all the WhatsApp messages that I have in my possession that it have the Spanish and other people want to do anything on the vessel. How just so this man working on the vessel got drunk? How just so he on our board, the boat has sink? Come now, man. You all need to do your homework. Homicide, you all need to do your homework. I have a relative on the phone who will tell me exactly what was going on. This is the man who you saw in the live video there. I have a relative of his on the phone. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, go ahead. Hold a second. Could you show the video? The video. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm one of the relatives of Anthony Darlington.
Uh-huh.
The last seen on his WhatsApp message was Friday night at 6:58.
6:58 Friday night,
Yeah, last seen on his WhatsApp.
Uh-huh.
Right? What I was told that one of the Spanish do a patrol on the boat from 7 to 10 o'clock, and he was on his phone.
Who was on?
Right?
Who was on? Who was on the phone?
That's Anthony Darlington was on his phone. When he went back about 10:30, he never saw him. He went to the next Spanish that was sleeping and wake him up and said, "Where the next guy on the boat?" He not saw the next guy on the boat. The two of them start to search. When they start to search, they don't see nothing of him. They don't go see one side of the slippers and the phone. They said they contacted. I heard that they contacted the Coast Guard, which the Coast Guard come and search around the perimeter and find nothing. Next, they alert the company that they cannot find him, and the company went down and do a search inside out. The next story that I heard, that when the company go and search, they saw one of his phone. He have two cell phones. They saw one of the phone in the cabin, like he was watching a movie. So then one of the guys tell them again that, like, he gets a phone call and go out where he was last seen, go out there and was arguing on the phone with somebody, talking on the phone. So I get two different stories right there.
But tell me something. Is it true that they always had a friction between your relative and the people on the boat?
Yes, his girlfriend, he texts his girlfriend about 5:57 that same evening, stating that this Spanish boy always accusing me of things that I know not. And they always accusing him. They're running pipe and all kind of thing and accusing him. And
what do you mean they run him with pipe? They run to beat him?
No, they're running pipe, like they leave the pipe on, running.
Oh, they leave the water pipe on in the boat?
Yeah, and accusing him that is he who do it.
So they always had a problem with him?
Yeah, so they always
the other
say
seamen on the boat?
Yeah, they always say him doing something. So I asked the company if them have any problem, if they have any problem with them, like if they are never in argument on the boat or nothing. So the company said no, they're not aware of that. That never happened. But I get the text message from his girlfriend stating that they what he texts and say, and he texts certain other family member in England and all over the place and been telling them about what's happening.
Mom, let me tell you something. I am going to pay special attention to this because you realize so far nobody took up your story. Am I right?
No, well, the CARENAGE police supposed to have the investigation. Yesterday about 3 to 4 o'clock, a police officer called me and told me that the body was discovered, and if I could come and identify the body, which I go, but
yeah, but body discovered. It's unfortunate that your relative died, but the whole picture is I want to know how he died. You understand? Because somebody on the boat, I would have taken everybody from captain to cook and put them in custody, and somebody had to come out and tell me.
Well, that is what I want to know, how he died, because he's not stupid to jump off in the water. So that is what I want to know.
When is the post-mortem? When is the post-mortem?
When was it?
Yeah.
When was the boat what?
The autopsy.
No, the autopsy never done. When I went this morning, the autopsy never done. Them say I have to wait until, because the body decomposed a little. So they tell me they have to do the autopsy a further day. So they will call me when the autopsy ready.
Lady, I'm going to pay special attention to this matter. So some of you who heard that this seaman, this security guard from All Pro, drunk, something is not right because he texted his relative about some problem on the boat with the Spanish people and whatnot. You understand? And he working day and night and saving his money. Day and night. And if he could get back the relative, I heard he had a large sum of money on him. Could you get back the relative, please? Try to get her back, please. What is her number? Hold on. What is her number? What is her number? Don't tell me take a break. Three nine one. Go ahead. Yeah, just repeat the number for me. Thank you. No, I don't want to take a break. I want to access something.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, I.A.N. Allen here. Here now. Yeah. Your relative, the boy in the boy with the boat thing. You were just live on my show there. He had any money on him?
Well, I got a saying he's supposed to have money on him because guess what? The last conversation I had with him, it was the 30th of January, which is he's supposed to give me $1,400 pertaining to rent. He tell me, well, he's not coming off the boat until the 24th of February, and he has his money on him, and he might go buy the ticket. When he come off, he just go buy his ticket to go back home. And the night
How much money he had to go buy his ticket? How much was a ticket to go to Jamaica?
Well, a one-way ticket to go back to Jamaica is roughly $2,300.
And then he had to pay $1,400 in rent, and then he had extra money. So what money you think he had? He moving around with?
Yeah, well, he stays on the boat, so he have everything on the boat, passport, bag, everything. I don't get nothing.
So every time he work, he keep his money on the boat?
Yeah, he keep his money, and he keep his money with him. And when he's ready to go, I always be the one who send the money. After he go across, I send the money to Western Union first.
How much money you normally send?
Well, the last time I sent money, it was 9,000.
9,000 the last time. So you was expecting money like that when? Okay, so he bought his ticket. He had his money to buy his ticket. So the 25th or 24th of February, you would have been going to Western Union, money to Jamaica, about $9,000. Am I right?
No, that is not correct. What I'm telling you, the last time, that's the last time he went back home, I did spend that amount. Because I always send his money to him. But he told me he was coming off the 24th to buy his ticket, and the ticket is about roughly $20.
And what about his pay? He would have had money from the past salaries and whatnot.
He's supposed to get a salary. He's supposed to get a salary between the 3rd and the 4th. And the only money he sent in Jamaica, he sent on the 7th, a person who works with the company sent 1,500 TT to his girlfriend in Jamaica.
Wait.
I have a screenshot of that.
So where all his money? I wonder if they found any money on the boat.
Well, that I was asking. I call and ask where's the bag because money is supposed to in that bag. The supervisor tell me he will get back to me in half an hour time, and I didn't get back any response from the supervisor.
Thank you again, ma'am. I just wanted to find out.
I called him at the supervisor the next morning, and he never answered me up till now, so I just leave it alone.
Thank you again, ma'am. Thank you. I'll call you after. You see, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I wanted to find out. You realize he had money on him. You realize he had some money because he's saving his money. As he work, he save. As he work, he save. So he's staying on this boat. He's working on the boat. He working. So as he finish work, he come down here, he buy a ticket to go back to Jamaica, and the family go Western Union and they send his money. Bam, that is it. Last time he came, 9,000. This time, so he working on the boat, he working. Remember he and the Spanish and them going down good at all, you know. They're riling him up. So I put mine on a block. They may find no money on that boat. They may find, them will never find that boy money. So just so he gone missing then, and he is a man of customers, he talking to his girlfriend, he go and buy tickets, so he just jump on the boat then. But earlier on the Friday, telling his relatives, hey, problem on the boat, ting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Crime Watch. And the police could have done that and come and tell you. Let's take a break.
I'd like to address a very important issue that is affecting our lives on a daily basis: chronic inflammation and how it's destroying our health and way of life. The foods we eat today are not as balanced and are heavy in omega-6s and extremely weak in omega-3s. Diet is a very important factor regarding the symptoms of inflammation, which may cause pain and disease associated with back pain, arthritis, asthma, cardiovascular disease, stroke, heart attacks, and even Alzheimer's. Remember, omega-6 foods are pro-inflammatory, which means it causes inflammation in the body. 95% of the foods we consume are loaded with omega-6. Omega XL gets to the root of this problem and reduces the inflammation associated with disease and the pain we experience. Omega XL contains natural anti-inflammatory properties and are very important to achieve a balanced and healthy body. Research has shown making Omega XL a regular part of your diet, along with healthy choices such as adding vegetables, fruits, and exercise, consuming less red meat, fried and oily foods, and artificial sugars, along with a moderate consumption of alcohol to your diet. If you include these health tips, Omega XL will help you reduce the chronic inflammation associated with pain and disease and get you back to the life you enjoy. Live long and stay strong.
Tire Clinic. Get the best quality tires in the country at affordable prices at our branches in Couva, Chaguanas and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
When next you're traveling abroad or visiting Trinidad, check out Piaco Airport Souvenirs, Indigenous Fantasy at the Atrium for all your souvenirs from printed t-shirt, local dolls, ceramics and lots more. For more information, call the Atrium telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325. Your one-stop shop for all your souvenirs.
Bakery Treats is known for its great baked products and service with a smile. We offer a variety of breads, cakes, and pastries. We use no preservatives or added chemicals for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So visit us today. Put Bakery Treats on top of your shopping list.
Trinidad and Tobago is the 5th fattest nation in the world. 1 in every 3 Trinidadians are overweight. Now you can lose up to 30 pounds a month with Maximum Slim, and it's as simple as having a cup of coffee in the morning. With a patented powerful formula containing chlorogenic acid found only in the green coffee beans that block the absorption of fats from your body. It also contains ginseng to help maintain energy levels and heart leaf for curbing your appetite. Maximum Slim delivers maximum results fast, so pick up your box of Maximum Slim today at your nearest pharmacy. Maximum Slim. Live to the max.
We at Ramsaran's Dairy Products provides you with healthy drinks served in specially designed pure paperboard cartons, which is sanitary, environmental friendly and biodegradable. Drink from our paperboard cartons rather than plastic and styrofoam containers for a healthier, longer lifestyle. Try our creamy, smooth, delicious, pasteurized, homogenized peanut punch and soursop milk drinks. It's carefully crafted for your enjoyment. Not forgetting our fresh pasteurized cow's milk, orange, pineapple and Moby drinks. For sales and services, contact us at 640-3836 or 298-7945 or email jefframsaran@hotmail.com or visit us at lot number 15 Labour Boulevard, Trin City Industrial Estate.
Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. They are the sole distributors for Salin and Achilles tires, the #1 tire for comfort and performance. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game at Racetrack Wheels. 2 massive locations, 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, and 82 Bucco Road in Tobago. Or call 642-1539 or 631-1044.
Hurry down to ARIMA Variety Store this carnival. Get 25 to 50% off everything. Located at corner Derrick Road and Chase Village, Chaguanas. Call us today, 671-3001.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You know, with respect to the woman in Tobago, remember the woman who on February the 2nd of February, Friday. Remember this woman? She was beaten to death with a hammer. Just showing you a little clip there that it could remind a woman by the name of Kyla Marie Kane. Remember this photo there? And this is the area in Tobago, Kyla Marie Kane. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman, the individual that was found, her husband, Jason Kane, this is a photo of him. He died last week at Scarborough Hospital. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had gone to Tobago and whatnot on the second to cover the story. Do you know he made a voice note? There was a voice note, and this is what he had to say in the voice note. Well, he's not there to really, explain the voice note because he ingested a poisonous substance after killing his wife. This is the voice note, and this is the area. Go ahead.
Just as I was saying, people, right? So, I talked to her this morning, she was like, you come by my workplace and embarrass me. I said, get out of your man place. I don't want any man place. I call them, I tell you, they come out of the man place and not looking good. I'm married and I bring her here for my comfort, for my love and for me. Why you in the man place? I don't want it, I don't like it, and not looking good. You make them all laugh and stuff to people. Well, you know what? I going up in the court and say after this morning. I said, oh, you're going up in the court this morning and say about this? Because you're always threatening to go and bring police to me because I talk to you when you're wrong. You're always going and threatening me to do something because you doing it. I mustn't say anything about it. Right? So I say, guess what? I plan for this. And as I pulling out my hammer out of the bag, she started to beg me, no, I won't go again. But every time you tell me you won't do something, you just lie to me, you just betray me. Right? The world, after I said Trinidad and Tobago, the world, if I don't know whoever else been in this situation, I reach a point that I can take no more. And my world feels so empty because knowing that I give up everything. The only thing I'm sad about is that I leave my children behind to be without a father. One child will have a mother and a father. That's my last child, that's my loving child. As she see me, that is everything. I said, Daddy, that is everything. I should hero. But Daddy going through some things that you would never understand. Right? Daddy really going through some things you could never understand. And I really can't do this no more. I can't walk the road because everybody talking about me. Everybody, every day, everybody asking, oh, my wife. Everybody know my wife leave me. Everybody, they know she leave me. Everybody know my wife will live there. So they're assuming. And then you're driving up and down. Or at 12 o'clock, I by the man house last night. He knew he told me, while you're gone, I want to talk to you last night to find out what's going on. And then you give my attitude. But your phone off. I can't get in contact with you. 4 o'clock this morning, I can't sleep. I come off of the bed and I went over by his place. I see the car park up there. Then I know everything was all right with you. I know that you're wherever you went till you come back late. Right? I really can't do this no more. I'm very sorry. R.I.P. But trust me, it wasn't worth it, but I feel satisfied now. I'm about to kill myself, but before I kill myself, I just wanted the world to know what is really going on. Because the story will come about and it will come out twist up. I don't wait to be twist up. I wait to get from the engineer itself, from the real source. Peace. R.I.P. Everything that belonged to me, then my sister obtained it. Food, fridge, stove, TV. The TV by Rennie, 32-inch smart TV. Right? Machine, everything. Clothes, everything. So my brother the clothes. Right? And give my sister and them, my mother and them everything else. Right? My wife wasn't faithful to me. She was hurting me time after time. I beg she about it over and over. I tried to work her and I had the strength. And she threatened me on top of it. She even tell me, the man say he go kill me anytime she come back with me. Right? We was going through differences and she went and get a man involved and she's sleeping over a man.
That is real sadness, you know. You know that man killed the woman, right? And then he drank poison, and that is the voice, not where he's saying he make out the whole will right there. But just saying it, you know, you don't have to resort to that. I tell you, that's what I tell you, see this thing called love? This thing called love is a funny kind of thing, you know. You see anything too sweet, Eddie, just bring the answer, you know. All this holding hand and kissing up and ting, and you see that, this thing called love? Look what that man was going through. Look what that man was going through. People could trip. And we, you know, you're going to Tobago and everybody's saying this and saying that, but the man made a voice note and now you understand. I mean, he's seen the wife, the next man, and this and that, and by walkaways, and that is why I tell you, people who going through those things, make sure, like wives and husbands, make sure, take counseling, do all you have to do, It's a mad scene, real mad scene. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go forward, I got a check for $52,000 today. You all have the photo of it? I got a check for $52,000 today. 52? Yeah. I'm trying to see if we can get it up. Right. That's the check? Right. Come back to me. Let me tell you how I got this check. A Nigerian guy. This place really crazy, he's from Senegal. He's a I don't want to pronounce it, but he's from Senegal. You know what he did? He had nobody to trust. I didn't even know the guy. He came here once or twice and they met with him and whatnot. And he couldn't get his money in the bank, but he went because something with his documents and whatnot that expire. But he had to go to the bank and, but something the bank didn't want to give him all his money. So he had money in unit trust where he worked hard and he's now going back to Senegal and he's trying to go back home to get his documents in order and whatnot. And he took all the money and he said, he said, you know what? He said, you know what? He told the people in unit trust, me I trust nobody, The only person I trust to go and change my check and give me all my money is the man they call I.A.N. The man make all the check in my name, I.A.N. And I know, I knew absolutely nothing about it, Had my whole office in an uproar. But I accustomed with money. But but the whole thing, it just goes to show when people trust you. Now, I will change the check and I will give it to him, yeah? But he just didn't have nobody to trust. He thought that, and he has difficulties of getting his money at Republic Bank. So we are getting in contact with, we are getting in contact with an attorney and see if he could pick it up to make sure he gets his money at the Republic Bank. But Unit Trust did give him his money. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's $52,000. I'm just making sure. Because if people quick to stink up my name. Next thing they say, Alan, make sure he made the man, and he check and do. Let me tell you something. I know hungry about man, $52,682. $52,682.53. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know, if you see this anywhere, people like Bacchanal in this country. First thing they will say, well, Alan, we're going to take the man money. People trust me. So tomorrow I'll just put it into the account and maybe give them change it up and have the money. I'll contact the people at First Citizen and they will sort it out for me and give him his cash and deposit it in my account. But that's why people trust you. It says a lot. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, before we take that one break, businessman ambushed and shot by bandits at home on Monday. Let's take a break before we continue.
Stuff and Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in Chaguanas, First World Drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilton water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec at half price, gourmet foods and snacks, a selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today. Matai Imports Limited, one of the largest wholesaler and retailer for all 4x4 SUV and car accessories. Come check us out for our new arrivals on body kit etc. Located at 3 Hassan Ali Trace, Lower Barkport. Contact 289-4901, 360-8773 or 484-7467.
For all your air conditioning needs, check out Neil Cool today. We carry brands like Lennox, Daikin, Comfy, Amana and Delta air conditioners. Lennox 2500. Comfy 2250 installed. Daikin is back in stock, 12,000 BTUs for 2,800. So call us today, 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services, quality brands, professional services.
Where can you find that perfect ambience, delicious food reasonably priced, friendly staff, great service and secured parking? Located at LP62 Rodney Road and Dever Road, Lounge Park, Chaguanas, the Rise Grill and Bar Restaurant. Come visit us today and see for yourself. Enjoy any one of our signature dishes or sizzling seafoods. We have from starters to desserts, and we also cater daily lunch specials from $40 and up. Our bar is well stocked with premium drinks, wines, champagne, cognac, vodka and cocktails. Special on beers, 3 Stag, Carib or Pilsner for $20, 3 Heineken for $30. So visit us today.
We have a truck on the road. We have one big bad stick truck on the road. Hey! You better link me for a truck on the road. Hey! On the road. On the road. On the road. You better.
It's your journey, our passion at Brantec. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montreal, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
If you are looking for something special at the supermarket, well, you don't have to worry. Check out Super Qualities Supermarket, where there's always something special in your trolley. 3 massive branches: number 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity, number 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and Couva Main Road next to Republic Bank.
Come in to ARIMA Hardware today for all your building supplies. From start to finish, we have CNC purlins, I-beams, all sizes, BRC, galvanized of all lengths, plain and painted. Also, check out our newest location at 35A Eastern Main Road, Aruca, opposite KFC, only at ARIMA Hardware.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, a 65-year-old Alan Aliong was shot and wounded during a shooting incident while in his driveway at his home at 186 Old Southern Main Road, Chase Village yesterday morning. Aliong was surrounded by 3 armed bandits who attempted to rob him as he was about to leave his driveway. During the incident, he was shot in the upper right side of his chest, following which the men fled the scene. It is unclear if the men had time to take anything from Aliong before making his escape. This is just a video. I believe we have a little shot of the area. The spent shell businessman. Shots fired. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the area that I'm showing you there. One shot was fired by the bandits as he entered his driveway. Hit the man on his chest. ladies and gentlemen, it's alleged he was going to the bank to make a deposit. This is the hospital that we are showing here. He was rushed to Cuba, where he was treated and then transferred to San Fernando General Hospital. So we wish Alan Aliong, 65-year-old of Southern Main Road, Chase Village, a speedy recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember during the carnival season, the people from the Bahamian Nationals, the bus containing the Bahamian Nationals that was robbed. Ladies and gentlemen, two persons, a 19-year-old Teresa Brandon and 21-year-old Justin Haynes, both of CARENAGE, were charged earlier today with 23 armed robbery offenses by police in connection with the robbery of a busload of Bahamian nationals who were on their way to a fete in Chagaramas on Carnival Sunday. The men are expected to appear before a Port of Spain magistrate tomorrow to answer the charges after they were allegedly pointed out on several identification parades. The investigations into the incident was spearheaded by Senior Superintendent Ajit Prasad of the Port of Spain CID and Inspector Godfrey Vincent of the Western Division. Brandon and Haynes are alleged to have robbed the two maxi load of foreign nationals on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, Dad granted bail on charges of killing son. 44-year-old Earl Phillips, the wheelchair-bound father of 8-year-old Ishmael Phillips, was granted $150,000 bail when he appeared before an ARIMA magistrate court. That's the guy in connection with the little boy. He got bail. This is the little boy that died. Phillips appeared before Senior Magistrate Gillian David Scotland on a charge of manslaughter which laid by Corporal Hussein. He was ordered to return to court on March 15. Ishmael was allegedly beaten to death by a male relative on February night. You know, ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, just 1 minute again. You know, we saw the video where child was thrown into the drain. Today, a man got 50-something years, 58 years for having sex, for raping a mentally unstable child. I wonder if I have his photo. Raghunandan Narayan, 58 years, and apparently the girl became pregnant in one of the sexual assaults. Here he's hiding his face. While he's heading out, he left the San Fernando court. Ladies and gentlemen, any act against children, we will not be taking it lightly. This is I.A.N. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, before I go, I just want to show a guy from Alberta, Canada, who's looking at Crime Watch on his phone also. Just want to say hi to him. Go ahead. All right, as you can see here, he has the crime watch. Remove the CG bar, please. Mikhail, that's his name. So ladies and gentlemen, they're all looking at Crime Watch on their phone. Remember, you can download the app and just send photos to me. So at least we're just going to make people feel nice, give them treat, maybe a couple times during the show, that's a special hello to you. So you can go to your app store. So you don't need to rush and get down to your television set. You know, and the run of the program is tonight at 10 and 1:30 tomorrow. Thank you.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Till we friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on.
A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really, really wanna stop crime. Be safe on your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us